Hello and welcome everybody to the third video as part of the Prenatal Pilates series with me, Christine from Freedom Physio. All right, guys. So first things first, we're going to come into a 4-point kneeling position. It's a position that you're going to become quite familiar with over the next couple of months because after your first trimester, we're not really going to be lying on our back at all. So you're going to get used to weight bearing on your wrists, and we want to expose ourselves to this as soon as possible. So we're going to be on our hands and our knees with the shoulders directly above the wrists, the knee directly above the hip. That's really, really important. As you find this position, guys, just make sure that your feet aren't doing anything funny. So your feet are in line with your sitting bones. Your head is between your two hands, and you are able to find length through the spine. So we're not letting the head hang. You want to think about almost lifting the back of the skull towards the sky behind you, keeping a little tuck of the chin towards the chest. Relax the muscles in your cheeks and your jaw. And from here, guys, we're going to try and find a neutral spine. So what does that mean? We're going to arch into our lower back and lift the sitting bones towards the sky just a little bit. And then we're going to round into the lower back. And as you do this from arch to round, we're going to try and find a breathing pattern. So we're going to inhale and arch. Exhale, round. Inhale and arch. Exhale and round. Just be mindful of when you're arching. Don't just let go. Try and make sure that it's a controlled release and a controlled tuck, rounding. A controlled release, a controlled rounding. So as you release, you want to visualize your abdominals, visualize everything opening up at the front. And then as you tuck, visualize almost like little crab pincers. As you tuck, think about closing up the front, almost like the front of your hips were knitting together. And then as you open, you visualize the front of the pelvis opening up. Okay. Last two. And one. Good. Okay, so to give ourselves a little bit of a break on the wrists, we're going to tuck our toes under. Try and get your pinky toe to tuck underneath as well, okay? Now, some of you might get here and you'll be like, I can't get any further. That's fine. You'll be working up towards the next bit. So go where you can. Ideally, you'll end up here, sitting with your bum back onto your heels, feeling a pretty deep, intense stretch on the base of the feet. That's great. So you might just stay there, excuse me, or you could take your right hand down towards the mat on the right hand side of you and reach your left arm up towards the sky. But you're keeping that left sitting bone on the ground. So as I mentioned in last week's video, let's swap to the other side. We want to make sure as you start to grow that the sides of your body are open to allow for the expansion to go not just forwards, but also out to the sides. And that's going to assist you to prevent diastasis recti, although it is very common. We want to create space. We want to open up the body as we float from side to side. Last time on each side, so the feet will start to talk to you if you are tight at the base of the feet. Absolute last time. And then you're going to place your hands back underneath your shoulders, coming back onto all fours. So straight back, hands underneath the shoulders. Untuck your toes. You can just give them a little shake out on the mat. Good. From here, we're going to extend our left leg long back behind us. Now make sure that the left hip is pointing directly down towards the floor. You haven't let it open up, okay? So hips stay pointed down. Lift the left foot off of the ground. Hold. Try and equalize your weight distribution between your hands and try and center the right hip on top of that right knee, okay? Well done. From here, we're going to try and extend our right arm long in front of us, so Superman position. Reaching long in opposition, you're going to bring the hand in towards the knee. As you do this, make sure you don't pull your bum back. So you're keeping your right hip above that right knee, and then you're going to stretch in opposition. Okay, so the right leg doesn't change, left arm doesn't change. Going for 6. And reach. 5. Reach. 4. Reach. Good. 3. Reach. 2. Reach. Last 1. And reach. Place the right hand down. Place the left knee down. Well done. Straight over to the other side. Reach the right leg long. Make sure the hips don't pivot. So think about left hip above left knee. Right shoulder above right wrist. Lift. Watch the lower back. Press the ground away, lengthen. Left arm reaches long. Okay, bring the hand in towards the knee. Knee into hand, reach in opposition. Bring it in. Keep that left knee directly underneath the left hip. Keep the spine long. Keep pushing the floor away. Going for 4. And reach. And 3. And reach. And 2. And reach. Last 1. And reach. Place the left hand down, place the right knee down, open up the knees, round into the spine, and press yourself back into shell. Big deep breaths into the left and the right sides of the lungs. Here, let's take 4 of them. Last 2 breaths. Walk both hands over to the left side of the mat. Open up the right side of your lungs. So both arms walk over to the left. We really want to open up that right side, guys. So breathe into it. Last 2 breaths. Last breath on this side. Walk the fingertips of the right hand a little deeper along that diagonal. Last big inhale here. And then let's go ahead and walk both arms over to the right. So you're almost in a little bit of a banana shape there on the left hand side of the body. Breathe into that left side. Feeling the expansion on every inhale. Done. Take your hands underneath the shoulders again. Untuck the toes. Very nice. Press the ground away. From here, guys, keeping your spine super stable, we're going to start to open the right arm forward. Reach it forward. Take it up, 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 back, 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 back. Make sure that your left hip hasn't poked out to the left here. So we're staying strong all the way around, all the way around, all the way around, and down. Opposite arm. Press the ground away. Reach it forward. Touch the wall in front of you. Touch the ceiling. Push the floor away. Make sure your bum doesn't pull back. Open, 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 open. Right arm down. Press the floor away. Left, swapping from arm to arm. I've been teaching now for a really long time, and rights and lefts still get the better of me. And coming onto screen, that all changes again. So just make sure, guys, that you're swapping from arm to arm. Going for 2 more. This is really great for the mobility. Try not to let the bum come back though. Keep the shoulder above the wrist on the stabilizing arm. Last one. Reach, open, up, back. Take it down. Good. Tuck the toes under. Pull your bum back. Try to get those pinky toes involved. Very nice. So, breathing from here. You may be able to tuck. So squeeze your bum and tuck. Press your hands onto your heels and push your hips forward, opening up the front of your chest. Now, if this hurts your feet or if it hurts your lower back, then you're not going to come to this place. But if it feels okay for you, if you can keep your bum squeezed on, if you can really press your pubic bone forward, holding for 3, holding for 2, holding for 1, slowly pull the bum back. The feet will feel more pressure as you come back down. Bring your hands back underneath the shoulders. Untuck the toes. If you need to shake them out, then do. Yeah, get your knees underneath the hips. Yep. And we're going to take right arm and reach it up towards the sky. So here I've come into pure rotation. Okay, I actually want my arms to be in one straight line. I want to make sure my hips not poking over to that side. I want to press my feet into the ground, push the ground away, and rotate open. Inhale here. And we're going to take the hands straight back down. Keep pushing the floor away through the stabilizing arm until your free hand meets the floor. Push the floor away. Open up. Inhale. Exhale to move. Keep pushing the ground away as you take your free hand to the earth. Open up. Nice. And down. The nice thing for me, seeing myself in the camera as I move, is I can do little checks and balances. So if you're doing this at home and you do have a mirror where you can watch yourself move, it's not a bad idea. I know a lot of people hate exercising in front of mirrors. I do understand. But it's always good to be able to see yourself. Last one. And take it down. Very nice. Now from here, we're going to take, let's say, our right hand out in front on the mat. Left hand is going to thread underneath until perhaps you can rest your left ear on the ground. Stretch that right arm long. Just navigating the pressure that you feel on your neck and head. Breathing into the lungs. Feeling that big expansion on the left and the right side. Last big breath here. And then slowly bring yourself out of it, swapping hands. So left hand reaches long, right arm threads underneath, reaching both arms along the diagonal that they're going. So front arm reaches towards the top of the mat, bottom arm reaches across. And then it comes down to the breath. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Not collapsing into that bottom shoulder, but pressing down into the earth with it. And then bring yourself in. Great job. Let's go ahead and take one more shell stretch. So open up the knees, round into the spine, and sit your bum back onto the heels, reaching the arms long. Find that 3-dimensional expansion through the lungs. One more breath here. Bringing yourself forward. Well done. From here, we're going to start to build up a little bit of strength in our upper body, and we're going to come into a position called half plank. If half plank is too much for you, you can stay on all fours, okay? But we're coming into a little bit of a circuit. We're going to repeat each move 3 times to build some nice strength, okay? In the 3rd month of the pregnancy, usually or hopefully the nausea feeling will start to decline a little bit and the energy levels will pick up. So that's when we want to start to build a little bit more strength, okay? From here, bring yourself forward, squeeze into the glutes, okay? So when I'm here, I don't want my lower back to be arching. I want to keep that nice, strong shape. So core is engaged. I'm going to look forward. I'm going to bend my elbows and come all the way down towards my chest on the mat. You're welcome to rest here for a second and then press yourself all the way back up. Or you make it one movement, down, up. Okay, we're going to try for 5 of them in total. Okay, so let's say you've done 1. We're going to go for 4 more. Slowly down. Slowly up. Inhale at the top. And last 3. And 2. And 1. Well done. From here, coming off of the wrists, you're into a high kneeling shape. I need you to find your bum again. So the same, if not more, activation that you had in your half plank position. Tuck through the tail. Tailbone lengthens to the ground. Tummy engages. Reach your arms forward. You're going to hinge back. So I don't want you to arch into the lower back here, guys. Your head stays on top of your pelvis as you hinge. Squeeze your bum, quads engage to bring you back up. So we're hinging and we're coming forward. It's very leggy. You're going to go for 6 and forward and 5. Don't rush it. 4 more. And 3. And 2. Last time. Well done. Shake it out. Great job. So from here, we want to try and repeat that 2 more times. All right. So it's a circuit, repeating it 2 more times. We're back into our push-ups. If you're really strong and you want to lift those knees up off the ground, come into full push-up. That's totally fine. Otherwise, we're back into half plank position, squeezing your bum, pressing the knees forward. Don't look down, look forward. Elbows bend in towards the waist and press the ground away. Inhale at the top and exhale on the down and the up. Okay, inhale, exhale. Let's go for 3. 2. Last 1. And shell. Send your bum back. Breathe. If your shoulders are getting tired from being elevated, just place your hands onto the heels as you breathe. Even though this is a restful position, guys, I still want you to feel the three-dimensional inhale as you take a breath in. So a lot of the time when we breathe in, we just have a frontward expansion. And we want to really start to focus on the ribs expanding backwards, out to the sides. Last big breath here. And then we're coming up into our hinges. So bring yourself up. Tuck the tail, find your quads, reach your arms forward, palms face up, bum switches on, and hinge back, hinge forward. Inhale to prepare each time, and exhale to move. 3 more. So we've got 5 in total. You're welcome to do more if you want. Think about this in terms of really working on the technique. Last 2. Last 1. And up. Great job. Amazing. So yes, we're spending a lot of time on our hands and on our knees, but I want you to get used to that. I really want you to start getting used to that so that when you do this during the later stages of the pregnancy, your wrists and your knees are used to being on the ground. Okay? Last set of push-ups. Let's come down. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and then bring the hips forward into half plank. Squeeze the bum. Don't let your head hang. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Look forward. As you come down, shoulder blades draw towards the spine. Shoulder blades press the ground away. Inhale at the top. Exhale. Ideally for the duration of the up and the down. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Last time. Inhale. And press your bum back. Find that deep inhale into the back and sides of the lungs as you pull yourself back into your shell. Last breath here. And then we're coming up into our final set of hinges. So, tuck, bum switches on. Quads are now going to lengthen under tension. Reach the arms wide. Knees can go a little wider if you feel you need that. And you can tuck your toes under if you prefer. Probably should have said that in the first round. Okay, here we go. So by now, you should be getting a little bit further back, hopefully. Bum switches on. As you come back, it's almost like you want to imprint the front of your body onto the ceiling. Imagine you wanted to get your pubic bone onto the ceiling. Two to go. Last time. Well done. Great job. Okay, let's just take a seat on our bum for a second. Place your hands behind you, put your feet out in front, and we're going to windscreen wipe. So I want to try and get my feet, or my knees, onto the ground, whilst still keeping both sit bones relatively stable. Go for 4, 3, 2, 2, and 1. Amazing. Okay, great. So you've done a lot of pushing, so pressing the ground away. So we're going to come into a little bit of pulling work. So you're going to come into standing, all right, and we're going to grab a hold of our TheraBand. So we're going to go from the band to the weights. All right, so you've got your band. I'm going to come to the side and I'm going to place the band underneath my left foot. Okay, the band is underneath my front foot. I'm going to take a big step back with my right foot and I'm in a lunge position. So I'm not going to let the back heel touch the ground. I want my knees to point the same direction. It's almost like my feet are on 2 train tracks. Okay, then I want to tuck my tail. I'm going to bend into my front knee. I'm going to try not to grip the mat with my toes. So I want that knee above the ankle. And I'm going to wrap my hands around my band. I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades together and down to open up my collarbones. I'm going to bend my elbows as if they want to meet each other low behind my back. And then I'm going to pull. Tricep extension, feeling the lats work as well. And bend. Pull and bend. Pull and bend. I'm going to try go for 8. So you should feel a constant contraction on the band. The pulling on the band should make the contraction more intense. 5 and 4 and 3. Looking good. 2, so we want to strengthen the back of the arms to keep your posture looking good. Last one. Very nice. From here, let's try and lower the back knee to the ground. All right, we're going to untuck the toes of the back foot. All right, so from here, it's going to be bicep curl and release. Bicep curl and release. Bicep curl and release. Let's go for 4 and 3. Keep the collarbones broad. Last 2 and 1. Now holding onto the band. Some of you might just stay down, but if you feel pretty strong today, you're going to tuck the toes of the back foot under. All right, holding onto the band. Keep the left knee above that left ankle. Try and lift the back knee up off of the ground. And then lower the back knee down nice and slow. Lift the back knee up off of the ground. And lower down nice and slow. Let's go for 2 more. Lift the back knee up. Lower the back knee down. Last time, lift the back knee up. Lower the back knee down. Well done. Great job. Let's go straight over to the other side. So I'm going to pop the right foot in front, left foot back behind. Big step forward with the back foot. Put the band underneath that front foot, and then you can step back again. Okay. From here, get that right knee on top of the right ankle. Train track legs again. Hinge it forward. Tuck the chin. You're going to pull back on the band, bending the elbows as if they want to meet low behind the back. So not here. Okay, look what happens to the shoulders. Lift the chest. Elbows are going low, not high. From here, keep those elbows in position. Try and extend the arms back and then bend. So you're constantly keeping the shoulder blades towards the spine. There should be a constant contraction on the band. Going for 7, 6, Good. 5. And 4. And good. 3. And 2. And 1. Bring it in. Lower the back knee to the ground. Good. You can untuck the toes of the back foot. Bicep curl. So make sure your bum is not pulling back the way. Keep the left knee underneath that left hip. Lengthen and pull for 10. Keep the collarbones broad. 9. Slowly down. 8. Neck is free. 7. Last 6. You're doing great. And 5. Last 4. And 3. Almost there. 2 to go. And last time. Very nice. Great job. So from here, some of you might stay down, just keep on doing a few bicep curls, but challenge, you're going to tuck the toes of the back foot under, using your band to help you with your balance. Knees above that front ankle, lift up, and then lower all the way down slowly. Don't collapse. Okay, so we're building strength at the bottom range of the lunge. Press the front heel down into the floor. Lift up. Slowly bring it down. Good. Last 3. Slowly bring it down. 2. Slowly bring it down. And last time, lift up. Slowly bring it down. Pull your bum back. Slide that front foot back. Great job, everybody. Well done. Super work. Okay, so from here, we're going to release the glutes at the end. Got one little bit more work to go. And we're just going to use our weights for this last little bit. If you've got low blood pressure, or if you're just feeling a little bit tired, and you don't want to use weights, that's totally fine, okay? But last little bit of work here, we're going to balance. Really important. Strengthens the hip really nicely and works the glutes. So we're going to take our weight into our right foot. Make sure that that right hip doesn't open out to the side, but rather you're standing down into the right foot, lift the left knee up. Keep the ribs closed down. All right. So my arms are going to go a little bit outside the screen, but I'm going to see if I can, with my weights, take my left arm up and then slowly take it back down. Okay, so you're basically playing with gravity here. Then opposite arm lifts and slowly lowers. And lift. So here, guys, is the core work, really. So when you lift that weight up, your balance is really going to be coming from your center. So that's what I want you to start to feel. We're not going to do a million crunches. We're not going to do crunches at all. But I want you to find those core muscles and use them to stabilize in these kinds of tricky positions. So much going on here. Let's go for 4 more on this side. Good, and 3. Good, last 2. And 1. Very nice. Place the left foot down, swap over to the right. Give yourself a few seconds to feel the tripod of the foot, the heel, the pinky toe edge, the big toe side. Lift. Take a second. Relax the neck and shoulders. Inhale and exhale. One arm up. Slowly down. Inhale. Exhale to move. That's it, guys. As you can see, my concentration phase is a serious one. But I really love this stuff. I can't deny it. This total body integration, you can't get much better than this, really, in terms of getting to know your body, starting to build mobility, build balance, strength, and stability. And this will carry you through to other things that you might enjoy doing: running, cycling, walking, anything else really. Last two. And last one. Very nice. Let's slowly lower it down. Place that right foot down. Let's get rid of the weights. Great job. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Now, if you're sick of standing, you're welcome to take a seat. But we're going to ideally stand and just release the outer thigh. If you need to hold on to something for balance, then please do. Otherwise, balancing on your right leg, hooking the left foot over the right knee here in this figure 4. Now you're going to try and bend your knee. Now, all the time in class I see this. I say bend the knee, and what happens is people hinge forward in the torso and keep that leg straight. I need you to bend your right knee. Send your bum back until you start to feel a stretch on the outer thigh of your left leg. Okay, and then you can play around with your lower back positioning. You can round into the lower back. You can arch into the lower back and think about lifting your tailbone to the ceiling. So playing with almost like a little mini cat-cow, rounding into the lower back and arching into the lower back here can give you quite a lot of awareness into, what feels comfortable for you, what feels functional. The arched position in the lower back is going to increase the feeling of stretch, usually. 2 more. Breaths, that is. Last one. And then bring yourself out of it, shake it out. Well done. Last side. Okay, so you might need to hold on to something. You're welcome to hold on to the wall if you need it. And hook. Right foot over left knee, sit your bum back, bend into that left knee, guys. Bend the knee, bend the knee. Find the stretch, pull your tailbone back. Sit back, sit back, sit back. Good, and then again, you can find a tuck and an arch. So like a little lower back cat-cow in this position. Going for 5 and 4. Hopefully the balance is on point today. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come out of it, guys. Shake out the right foot. Bring your feet into parallel, and we're going to take one last inhale and exhale together. So let's reach the arms up. Interlace the thumbs. Stretch the arms up. Reach up as high as you can, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and on your exhale, let the arms fall. Well done, everybody. Thank you so much, and congratulations for getting through the 3rd video. So I'll see you guys in month 4 when you're ready. Exciting times.